Hello and welcome. My name is Marc Blatstein, the physician and founder of Physician Pre-Sentence Report Service. Continuing with things to plan for before your date of surrender, today I'm going to speak on a contact person someone you'll have in place once you've self-surrendered to the Federal Bureau of Prisons. Should something go wrong or you have need of someone to speak in your behalf should you be unable to do so, as well as, and this is equally as important, you need to have someone with power of attorney. And these are two very critical and important things. So initially, first, your attorney, who's not your power of attorney, but your attorney should have reached out to the court, to the Bureau of Prisons before your arrival to make sure that all of the court's intake paperwork has gotten there before you arrived. Believe me when I tell you that it's no fun to arrive on the date that you're supposed to surrender, only to have learned that the court's paperwork is not there. Because what happens is that they're not going to tell you to go home, but they are going to lock you in solitary confinement. And that can be for up to a month. I understand that everything now is done electronically, but whatever's done electronically is initially done with human intent. And so there's still room for human error. In normal circumstances, your family it should be understood that they should be able to hear from you within the first 24 hours. But if that doesn't come to be, once you get in the general population, if you're not able to make it to a phone, to the internet, you may be able to make friends with someone, and they should be able to, once they speak with a family member or friend of theirs, they should be able to pass on your family's phone number or a person's phone number that you have so that they can tell them that everything is okay. Next, we've touched on the progress that you'd like to make through the Federal Bureau of Prisons in a more smooth and expedited fashion. And this is done by demonstrating to your case managers and your stakeholders that you are making incremental improvements as you make changes in your criminogenic needs and risk assessment. And part of what you're doing, in addition to taking the suggested programs through the First Step Act, is that you have books already that are set up, planned to come into you or mailed into you 2 at a time. And so that if you're serving a 4-year sentence, you have these books that are pre-scheduled to come into you 2 at a time. If your sentence is scheduled or set up to be a 2-year sentence, then you have the books already planned out to be coming 2 at a time over 2 years. And they're not all put on the shoulders of just one person. They should be spread out through family, friends, so that one person doesn't feel the need to have them all coming in financially and responsibility-wise on their shoulders. And the books are nonfiction, biographies, history, finance, marketing, science, philosophy. It's whatever books you feel would help you progress life skills toward your goals. Lastly, it's financial arrangements, and this covers several topics, which we'll cover again towards the end of this short series. One is financial banking. Should you have had a financial crime, it's not unheard of for banks, once they find out that it was some sort of financial crime, for them to note the family member that is home or outside that they're going to close your account within 30 days and you have to move the account. But you're in no position to do anything once you're inside. And if you wind up giving instructions over the phone, the BOP listens in on all of your phone calls, all of your emails, and all of your letters that go back and forth. So consequently, if you're giving directions in any of these vehicle formats, they could think that you're trying to run a business and you could get in trouble in a very big way. So that you should have the arrangements already set up ahead of time to go ahead and either to move the funds to another bank that you've already set up. And you should have possibly multiple other banks as a cushion already set up with certain amounts of money in them. And it shouldn't just be banks. Wherever you have funds invested, they may also notify other family members that you have to have these banks closed within 3 to 4 weeks. So don't be surprised if this happens, and have other options available to your family members should this happen to them. Additionally, power of attorney. This could be critical in a multiple long list of problems, one of which is the financial, but also if something medically happens to you, there needs to be someone with power of attorney who can begin to start making these decisions that the Federal Bureau of Prisons is going to listen to. I hope you have found these helpful. I'm grateful that you've taken time to listen out of your busy day, and have a safe day. Again, thank you for listening.